Welcome back to that Fight Card Podcast with the latest and most in-depth news in the MMA community, hosted by sPidA.
Hello everybody, sPidA here, the Fight Card Podcast, coming to you once again from San Antonio, Texas. We are inside the House of Jiu-Jitsu, and today I have a guest today in Lavonte, Montgomery.
What's up, guys?
Man, how's it going, bro? First of all, man, I want to say, dude, I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I've been here 3 months, man, but like I keep saying, it's hard. As much as I see you guys walking in here to train, it's hard to get you guys inside the studio, man.
Yeah, you called me walking in. I was like, damn, we gonna do it right now?
Then you got here too early, man.
Yeah.
No, but I want to thank you for stepping in the studio, bro. I mean, of course, I wanted to backtrack. It was September 25th when you actually made your debut into mixed martial arts. Now, you are an amateur fighter, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the bout that you took, we talked about it a little bit earlier. You fought at 170 pounds.
Yes, sir, I did.
Now, on that bout, how many pounds did you cut for that fight?
It's weird because I was already cutting weight because I was fat, you know. So I was already cutting, and they're like, "Hey, you want to fight?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we set up for 170, and when we set it up, we were talking about middleweight, so 185 at first. So I was walking around like 195 when we got to the House of Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
It opened up. So I was like, I'm down for 185. That's 10 pounds, 10 pounds. I'm good. Let's go. And then Jacob hit me up like 2 weeks later. Hey, you know you're fighting at 170, right? And I was like, man. So then we made the cut to 170, but it was pretty easy. I had about a good three months to get down. The only thing I had to do that was kind of hard was dieting, and it's just a diet, you know what I'm saying? You gotta change up the way you eat, but.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And now, because even then, I mean, your employment, I mean, you work overnight?
No, so at the time I did. Now I do.
Oh, okay. And I was gonna say, how does that work? Because obviously, I mean, you go home, you want to eat, right?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now, but I stopped. I started my diet yesterday, so.
No, okay, and that's for a possible fight, right? I mean, you guys are looking to compete at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, February 11th is what we're looking at, but I could fight February 6th, so we just want to see what's popping.
No, yeah, and of course, I mean, that's possibly for a Fury FC, correct?
Both of them should be possibly with Fury FC.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, the one thing I always ask, man, is as far as growing up, I mean, what sports were you involved in?
I was a football player. I was real good at football. It's weird because I started playing in like maybe 7th grade, 6th grade. So I started late playing, but it was natural. Like 6th grade, we sucked. 7th grade, I was fucking Todd Gurley when we first started. It was crazy. And then high school, I was pretty good in high school as well, but I slacked off a lot. I was worried about girls. I had like 4 girlfriends my freshman year. Too much. So I was slacking. Then my sophomore year, same thing, slacking, but I was always good. They always wanted me on varsity. I dabbled in varsity, but I just was never consistent enough. And then my junior year, I got to varsity, right? And then I ended up getting a hemorrhoid. So, foul.
Oh, man.
Now I got a hemorrhoid, and now I'm out for the summer. And they gave my spot to this fucking senior that didn't deserve it, but he got it anyway.
Damn, and that would have been your one chance, huh? I mean, did you end up coming back to play?
So I played my senior year, and I started and everything, and I was real good. Game on TV, balled out. I was going to go to college. It's a blend. So I was already set up there, had my classes ready to go try out, play for them and stuff. And then maybe a month or 2 before I graduated, I knocked some dude out in high school, and it went viral. So I was all over the internet. People say they see me on fucking World Star. I didn't see that, but I know.
I was really gonna say, man, that you make it out there, because that's when you know you made it big.
Yeah, no, they said World Star. I had people from Boston and fucking New York and shit hitting me up, calling me a bully and shit. And I had people hitting me up. It was crazy. It was a crazy time, but yeah, I did that shit. I was on the news. If you Google my name up right now, the first thing that pops up is Breckenridge High School.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And of course, you grew up here in San Antonio, right?
Yes, sir.
And as far as Brack, I mean, I've had cousins that used to go out there, man. I mean, what was school like? I mean, obviously, is there a lot of hostility, or is that just something that happened?
Brack was a weird school. Like, Brack is like downtown, so you got like preppy kids, you got athletes, you got thugs, you got a little bit of everything here. So,
and then being close to downtown, of course, too, right? You hear a little bit of everything, man.
A little bit of everything. And I stayed in the middle because in middle school, I was like Mike Tyson. I fought every month for free. So it was crazy. So High school, I had to change it up. My mom was tired of my ass. So I was like,
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I always say that. I mean, I put my mom through so much growing up, man. I mean, obviously, you know, I apologize to her every day, man, because I put that lady through a lot.
I was nuts. And then what really stopped me was because she ended up getting scoliosis, so it got real bad.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, then she has to pay for this and pay for that. I can't be going to school fucking these dudes up and getting these tickets and shit.
Oh yeah, of course,
so
man.
it was like, let me relax. So 8th grade, came back, good kid. Because I went to Poe at first, 6th grade, got kicked out of there.
Oh, okay.
So then I went to Page Middle School. I was there. I was bad 7th grade, but in 8th grade I turned around, got fucking medals and shit for being a good kid. Then high school I was a great kid. I just slipped up that one time, beat that dude up, and got in trouble.
No, but I mean that's the past, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now. I mean, you're fighting inside the cage, so it's, you know, you're still at it, but trying to get out there to the professional league, man.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, as far as sports, I mean, when you came into mixed martial arts, was that something that you were looking at? Like as far as like competing, or was it just that it just happened?
It's crazy because it's weird. Like, so I thought I was too old to fight, right? Because you know you hear this shit. Because I wanted to box when I was younger. Because I'm a real big Floyd Mayweather fan, right? I wanted to box, but my mom was like, "Nah, you fight too much in school anyways. You start boxing, you really be out here fighting everybody." So all right, cool. So I stuck with football, but I always wanted to box, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got into the UFC maybe like my junior year when Ronda Rousey got knocked out by Holly Holm. That's what kind of got me
okay.
I was like, oh shit, that's dope. Like anything can happen.
Yeah.
So I started watching, and Daniel Cormier and John Jones was popping off and all this and all that. So like, this is cool, but that was me dabbling in it. You know, I never messed with it too much. And you know, you play the UFC games when you're a kid and shit, and you're like, this is cool. But so I'm dabbling in it, and then. I ended up graduating high school when a friend invited me to come watch a fight at his house, and that was that fucking New York card when Conor McGregor took the belt from Alvarez.
Okay, yeah.
And I was a Tyrone Woodley fan because I used to watch Spike, me and my brother, my older brother, and we used to watch Woodley knock dudes out. So I was like, all right, this is gonna be dope. So watched that, became a mega fan at that point. Okay. Now
like I gotta see where this is at, huh?
Yeah, and I'm keeping up with the fights, boom, pow. But I was always nervous to join. Because, you know, I was too old. I was like 19, 20, so I'm like, damn. Like, I think I'm
damn, you thought you were too old then?
Yeah, I was too old. Like, you know, they tell you boxing, you got to start when you're 7, 8 years old. I'm not ever going to be good. So I'm thinking, I can't be good, you know. And then I looked up Bernard Hopkins, and I heard this story. And I was like, oh, shit, this is dope. Like, he started boxing in jail, and he was 21, 22 years old, and then now he's world champion, this and that. And then I seen Alex Hernandez fighting. And he trained out of San Antonio. And I'm like, oh, we got a dude from San Antonio fighting in the UFC? This is dope. So I did my research. I seen he trained out of Ohana or whatever. So I went to Ohana, and I trained there for about a week.
Right.
And then, well, I trained there longer than that, but the first week I was there, you know, I'm learning some shit, getting whooped in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bernard Hopkins walks into where I was working. I worked at Rare, this coffee shop downtown. There's one on, I think there's one on Broadway.
Right.
I was working there, and he came in because I think there was a fight at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah,
man. He was promoting, and he came in, and I was like, "Oh shit, Bernard Hopkins!
Yeah.
I look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you're the reason why I decided to do this shit." And I walked up to him, gave him his food. He was just like, "Hey man, keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? Work more defense. You know what I'm saying? And your offense will come." And I'm like, "Cool, right?" I'm like, "I didn't even tell you I fought." And I asked him,
"Oh wow,
yeah." And I asked him how. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I can look at you and tell you fight, man. Just keep on doing you, dog, and just make sure you work that defense, your offense gonna come."
Damn.
Like, that's fucking nuts. And then the week after that, Alex comes into town. And now I'm training with Alex in a pro class, pro MMA. Like, usually they don't want you to train.
No, yeah, you gotta work your way up.
I was doing Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu, and I think they had just did a beginner's MMA class that I did that same week. And I was walking through to get some water, and I see them training. I said, "Hey, can I hop in?" And they're like, "I want to, come on, you can do it a little bit." So it was like 30 minutes left. Went in there, and I'm in there competing with these dudes. And they were like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what? You want to come back again tomorrow? And I was like, "Damn. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow." So my MMA career started like kind of early. Like, I've only been doing it for like a year, like 6 months.
No, yeah, and like you said, I mean, you got it was September 25th. You know, you guys fought, and I mean, of course, you got the win. Yeah. We were talking earlier, man. I mean, your opponent, of course, I mean, he was a big welterweight. You know, and your next fight might be at 155, correct?
Could be.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I was looking for a 155 fight, but right now they offering me a 170. Okay. So we're going to see what's up.
No, definitely. And of course, I mean, this is your amateur career. I mean, it's going to be experience. I mean, you can dabble and see what weight class fits you. I mean, of course. I mean, fighting a few more times. I mean, if you go pro, or once you do go pro, I mean, are you looking to fight at 155?
Yes, so 155 is, where I want to be. Because I'm like 5'9", 5'10".
Right.
My frame is not that big, fast as shit. So I can just imagine how much faster I would be at 155,
Oh, yeah, man, definitely. I mean, especially, you see you've only been training for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean,
yeah, because COVID fucked me.
Right,
so
right.
really, I've been in the game for about 2 years, right? But COVID set me off like 3 or 4 months. So you can't really count, 2 years of training because I was at home getting fat again. So,
oh, yeah.
So
I always tell people, if I could blame COVID for being fat, I would, but I was fat before COVID, man. So that doesn't work out, man.
I was fat, lost it, because I was 245 when I started. And I literally trained for a month, right? And then COVID hit. So I was 245, got down to 204.
Damn.
So now I'm 204, right? I'm like, I'm feeling good as shit. I'm throwing kicks now. I'm like, let's do this. I'm ready. And then COVID.
Yeah.
Now I'm back at home, fat, grew a beard. I look like Django.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, beard, nappy ass afro, getting fat.
Letting yourself go. You're like, it's over for me, man.
Man.
And let me ask you, like during COVID, what did you do?
Shit. I wasn't working. Because I work in nursing homes, so I am a behavior therapist, and I go around to different nursing homes and have clients and stuff.
Right.
And I still dabble in it, And so nursing homes were off the limits.
Oh yeah, you couldn't get in or out.
Yeah,
man.
you don't want to take that in there. And COVID was crazy, so I wasn't working. Me and my girl had just broke up, so I moved back with my mom like about a month earlier before COVID.
Right.
So I was trapped at my mom's house in the back room. Playing Grand Theft Auto, and I didn't have no money, so I couldn't buy my own food, so I couldn't diet. So my mom was like, "Hey, I'm making fried pork chops. You hungry?"
Yeah, ain't gonna say no to food.
Yeah, man. Like I'm broke. Fried pork chops are delicious to me. Let's do it. So my diet went out the window.
No, yeah, man. And I mean, that's crazy because you were weighing at 245 at one time.
Yes.
Wow, man. And I mean, during that time, I mean, what were you saying? Would you say you were fit or were you just out of shape?
I was out of shape. Like I would play basketball, maybe every Sunday. That's it. My only workout. Like I got with my girl. I was making money every week. So shit, Wingstop, baby. Chick-fil-A, baby. What you want, baby?
Let's go.
Wow. Got fat.
No, yeah, dude. And I'll say this, man, because like for a while I was doing like shakes, like protein shakes for dinner, and like 2 weeks ago I just fell off of that, and I was like, damn. And now I started again like 2 days ago, man. But that shit's hard as hell, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
It sucks.
It feels it feels good to get fat, man. Letting yourself go, it's just like
after that fight camp, after that fight, oof, you don't understand how happy I was. I was eating Berea and pizza everything. Every day just snacking out. It was crazy.
And now this fight, I mean, possibly, right? You said for February.
Yeah. Possibly.
I mean, of course. I mean, are you training right now as far as for a fight, or are you just training just to stay in shape?
So we just turned up yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So now it's time. We have a young team, and we train hard every day. But the intensity is going to go up a little higher.
Oh, yeah, man.
All of us is hungry and all of us is ready to go. So it's the intensity is up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
and of course that's like everybody else is also going to have a fight coming up, right? So you guys are helping each other.
Half of us have fights, or we're looking for fights. Half of us, more than half, because we got our team is growing. We got maybe 15, 16 members. Everybody is young. Everybody hungry. So. I think maybe 8 or 9 of us, maybe 10 of us got, looking for fights. So that's more than half of us. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, of course, that's the MMA team, right? I mean, do other people work out with you guys, or is it just strictly the fighters?
Some people come and dabble with it, but you think about it, a lot of people don't want to fight.
No, man.
They don't want to get punched in the head.
Oh yeah.
Like jiu-jitsu, to me, it's fighting, right? But you don't got to worry about getting punched in the head, punched on your neck, and all this ruthless stuff, kicking the mouth, kicking the stomach. So you got to be a little nuts to want to fight.
No, I mean, I mean, you gotta be crazy, man, or at least be out there, because not everybody wants to catch a foot to the face, man.
No, especially not for fucking free.
No, yeah.
The amateur boy, this ain't like amateur boxing where you wear your headgear and shit. No, you are getting boomed. Like, you got forearms gloves on. It's really a fight. You just can't elbow in the head.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, man. Because you guys are eating punches and eating kicks, man.
Yeah.
And now your last fight, man, of course, I mean, we were talking about it, and it went 3 rounds. So, obviously, was your cardio that good, man? Or were you just like, I can't lose?
Ooh, boy. You don't even know. I was, like, shaking my boots, like, not scared of the fight. It was like, damn, is my cardio going to hold up? Because I ain't really been too active, you know? Because, like, you play football, and stamina is a little different than football. So I'm thinking, like, is this gonna carry over? Like, is my stamina that good? And it was my stamina was good. I could have went another 2 rounds. So.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I mean, you tired out your opponent. He hung in there. You guys definitely. I mean, of course, you got you were the more dominant fighter. Yeah. And as far as the judges, man, I mean, we talked about this a little bit, and I mean, they gave one of them gave your opponent 1 round. I don't know if it was out of pity or out of maybe it was somebody's, his uncle or something, man. But
his grandpa.
No, yeah, man. Yeah, but I mean, props to the guy. I mean, he hung in there, man. But I mean, you definitely were the one putting a lot more pressure, man. I mean, of course, your stand up, your grappling. I mean, you picked him up, threw him around, and I mean, what was your game plan going in there, man?
Shit. So we found out about him the last week because I wasn't trying to look him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling, and this. When you're getting ready for a fight and you find out in advance, it's kind of nerve-wracking, you know what I'm saying? So you just try not to think about it, you know? So I was doing my thing, and I never really looked him up. Like, I never looked into it. And then the last week, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to fight this dude. Let me look into this.
Let me see what he's up to, man.
Looked him up. So I found him immediately, right? And I found his gym. So I was watching gym videos, and I seen he signed a boxing agreement. So he had a boxing bout right before COVID. So I'm like, okay, this dude's a boxer, right?
Right.
And the videos I did see was him punching like these weird ass boxing machines and shit. And I'm like, okay, this dude's a boxer. Then I see him on the ground hitting the bag, right, doing groundwork. I'm like, okay, his groundwork ain't that good. He's not transitioning good.
Right.
I'm about to take him down, beat him on the ground a little bit, maybe sub him first, second round. That was my game plan.
Right.
And you could say I'm an all-around fighter, honestly. I can do a little bit of everything good. Hands is probably my main priority though, but I can wrestle too.
Right,
good.
Right.
So, all right, dude's a boxer. Let me just wrestle him out, tire him out, beat him on the ground, choke him. Then we got there. My coach was like, okay, leg kicks. He's a boxer, leg kicks. So I'm like, all right then. And I don't throw a lot of kicks in practice. It is weird. I don't throw. I throw maybe like 10 leg kicks a day in practice. And everything else is just hands. Boxing, And that day I chopped him with like about at least 20 or 30 kicks.
Yeah, man.
It was a lot. So
how did you feel after that, man? After the fight, were your legs hurting?
Nah, I know his legs hurting.
Oh yeah. He was limping actually. After round 2, man, I'm surprised he stayed on his feet because he was. Yeah. You could tell he was hurting from it, man. But like you said, I mean, he was a tough dude, man, for hanging in there, man. I mean, obviously he took everything you gave him. I mean, this next possible bout, I mean, are there things you're going to be working on more than others as far as your MMA all around?
Yeah, so I watched my striking on that video, the fight. I watched it. It was a little sloppy. I'm not going to say sloppy, but in some predicaments, some situations, I seen where I could have possibly got caught with something if it was a little faster. And in the wrestling, I know that I can hold him down longer than that. You know what I'm saying? I was just so eager. It was just my first fight. It was your first fight, so you... Yeah, so I knew there was a situation on the ground. I almost subbed him. Yeah. So I almost subbed him with a rear naked choke. But I didn't get my hook in fast enough, and I had the wrong arm. I didn't put it behind his head. So it's things like that I see, and I'm like, okay, I know I can do it. Now let me, implement that shit in practice. Let's get it popping. And now I'm trying to just mix shit up, add more stuff, add more kicks in my game. Because imagine if I would have went low, then hop, kick him in the head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't throw any head or like body kicks, Right. So now I'm just trying to, mix it all up and get creative and start throwing some different stuff in the gym.
No, and of course, I mean, you said you didn't look him up to the fight. I mean, did you find out then whether he was like southpaw or orthodox as far as his stance, or
no? I didn't even know what stance he was.
No, and you didn't think about that. I mean, as far as like, okay,
well, I'm a southpaw, so
right.
People got to get used to me. So southpaws don't have other southpaws to train with. I have 2 southpaws I train with him. So I'm used to fighting southpaws. And then at Ohana HQ, we had some southpaws there too.
Right.
So You know, I'm a little used to fighting southpaws, and then I fight orthodox people every day. So I know what my weapons are. So it was like I wasn't really too worried about the stance. It is what it is.
So he had to fight your fight.
Yeah, you're fighting my fight.
And I noticed, I mean, as far as throughout the fight, I mean, every round, of course, I mean, I was there, man. But like after round 2, were you thinking to yourself, okay, this guy, I got to do something? Like, I mean, because he wasn't giving up. So did that worry you any, or were you just like, I'm going to keep going?
Didn't worry me. That's the thing, too. Like, I was so calm in there. Like, I wasn't in a rush or anything. You know, there was a couple of times where I could have finished him, too. That's another thing that I watched in the film and that I'm trying to work on, too, is that pressure, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Turning my pressure back up because I got away from that pressure because I was a brawler at first. I was just in your mouth, swinging at you. And then Jacob was like, that's weak. You can't keep doing that. So I was like, okay. So we, you know, slowly started getting my jab in, my 1-2s in.
Getting a little technical.
Kicks, yeah, body punches, all that. So it was okay. I'm not a dog anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just run at you and swing off on me. So, but in that fight, though, there was moments where I had him hurt, limping. I could have just pushed him real quick, finished him off. A few times, like I counted, like at least 2 or 3 times where I could have just ended it, right? So, but I'm happy with my performance. And I'm glad I went the whole, you know what I'm saying, 9 minutes, 3 rounds, you know. And he was big, and you know, so when I went in there, I weighed 176. Dude weighed 187. So he jumped, what's that, 17 pounds in a day?
Oh, yeah.
So he was able to eat my punch. No, well, he was in pain, you know, but he was tough. Yeah. So I was like, you know, he's tough. I ain't going to force it. You know, I know I'm a better fighter than that. I don't need to bum rush him. Let me just keep picking him apart. Let's just change up the game, change up the tempo on him. And it worked.
No, yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, you did get that win, of course. Now, we talked about the weight cuts, and I mean, as far as the fighters, man, I mean, the welterweight division, of course, right now, UFC and even Bellator, man, I mean, these guys are like 190 pound, 200 pound guys, you know, cutting down to 170. So, I mean, of course, you know, we talked about it also earlier, you know, going pro, I mean, dropping down to 155. I mean, you would feel a lot more comfortable, I mean, as far as your speed and everything, your reach, for one thing, right? I mean, fighting at that weight class.
Reach is going to be good, too. Like, that dude was taller than me. Yeah. So I couldn't just go in there either unless I wanted to land a combo. So I only went in there, I'm throwing combos. And at 155, I think my style is going to be way different, you know? Like, I think I can be aggressive. I can push you to your limit and make you crumble, you know? Yeah. Like, because I have the tools to do it. Like, I can do it. It's just, you know, fighting these bigger dudes, you got to be a little cautious because, you know, man. They pack a punch. Like, he hit me in my eye at the end, and I was like, that was a good punch. You know, so, you know, you just got to be cautious, you know?
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Of course I'm cautious, but I can be a little more, you know, aggressive, a little more assertive.
No, yeah, and I mean, like, you know, Jacob said, man, I mean, you can't go wild, because, I mean, you go wild, the other guy goes wild, I mean, somebody's getting caught, man, so, of course, you want to be a little bit more pace, like you said, you know, keep a good pace. Now, I mean, of course, you said, you know, you are a mixed martial artist. I mean, you train, is there something that you train in that's not related to martial arts that helps you? I mean, as far as, like, any other activity, or is it a workout, let's say?
No. But I can say that I think football, like the aggression that I learned from football, because I was really aggressive, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that aggression and that work mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of us here are young and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying? We have a good team, but I feel like I'm one of the leaders here, you know? Right. And I think that comes from, like, football, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah, man. Working with the team.
Yeah, getting used to, like, having a team. And pushing yourself and working hard and just not stopping, you know what I'm saying, with time, you know. Like, I can turn it up and I can turn it down. And I just think that football helped me out with that. Like, mentally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially playing in the field in front of people. I mean, you know, I think that's one of the things I was talking to Taco about, man, was being able to work around that. I mean, you're in the cage. It's the chandelier is right above you, you know. Beeville, man, it was a big old...
Weird.
Yeah, it was something else, man, but... I mean, the fact that you can go out there and perform in front of people, man, I mean, it obviously helps your mental game. Yeah. You know, I mean, have you done any grappling tournaments?
No, never.
Is that something you're looking to get into?
I'm going to do it eventually. I was looking to do it when I was at Ohana, but me and one of my other teammates, Christian, we were going to fight in the same division. And I was like, you know what, I'll let you have it.
You can do that at the gym.
Yeah, like, I'm like, bro, you can have the tournament, dog. Like, you can run it. You know, because one of us got to win. Right. And I'm saying, I'd rather him win, you know? Yeah. So I didn't compete at that time. I almost did though, but I didn't. And since then, I just been focused on, you know, getting everything ready for MMA.
No, of course, man. And I mean, like you said, I mean, the gym here, I mean, HOJ, man, it's still new. I mean, of course, years of experience with, you know, the owner, Jacob Landon, of course, and David. I mean, there's a lot of years of experience in training. Yeah, the old man, dude, I see him every day, and I'm like, I think I'm older than him, man. That's why I'm like, I said, man, you gotta be careful, man, because life, man, it happens, man. It catches up eventually, bro. But I mean, as far as training, man, I mean, I know this is mixed martial arts. I mean, they have grappling, they have mixed jiu-jitsu, gi, no gi. I mean, do you train with the gi here?
Yes and no. I do, but I haven't done it in a minute. So during my fight camp, I kind of cut back on jiu-jitsu a little bit.
Right.
I would still do it, you know, like once or twice a week, but I cut back on it a lot to focus on endurance and stuff like that. But this camp, I plan on getting back in the gi. You know, sharpening up my tools. Like I said, I had that rear naked choke, didn't finish it. So,
no, yeah, and like you said, I mean, you're pretty hot as far as everything's going on, and I mean, you said you had the wrong arm. I didn't even catch that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, next time you'll be able to lock it in and
finish it off. And I almost finished him with the choke all fucked up. Almost finished him off. So imagine if I get
that was like a stranglehold.
Yeah,
man. I was like, dude, that shit was brutal, man.
And I made like 2 or 3 mistakes in that process because you know, jiu-jitsu, you can't make mistakes like that.
No, man, it's a chess game, man. So you miss one, you know, the other guy capitalizes, and
my ass missed 3. I missed 3, and I still almost choked his ass out. That's what I'm saying. Just imagine if I can get 1 or 2 of those down. Yeah, mistakes that I fixed.
No, I know what happened, man. I mean, of course, you know, you got the bodies here. I mean, you guys are training today, right?
Yes, sir. We're training.
And as far as what are you guys going to be doing?
So I think we're going to be doing a circuit. So we usually train a little bit of whatever's down here. So we have a wrestling class too. So I think jiu-jitsu, no-gi jiu-jitsu starts at 7 on a Monday and Wednesday. And then Tuesday, Thursday is wrestling at 7. Right. So we usually go in there at 7, hop in that grappling class, get warmed up. Then 7:30, 7:45, we headed upstairs.
Yeah, man.
It's time to get going. We might hit a circuit. We get our little warm-up in. We spar. We learn some different techniques, you know what I'm saying, sharpen the tools.
And the sparring is upstairs also? Or you guys come downstairs?
Yeah, we spar striking upstairs and stuff. Oh, okay. And then we come downstairs to get our grappling and our jits with hits and stuff like that, wall work.
No, yeah, because I think there's been a few times, man, where I show up and Jacob's got you guys to the ringer, man. I mean, making you guys really work. But I mean, cardio, man. I mean, that's one key, of course. I mean, you don't want to be lose for getting tired, man. That'd be the worst.
Shit.
So I mean, what kind of workouts are you doing for your cardio these days, man?
That circuit, man, and the sparring. Like we spar a lot. Like we work a lot. So it's not like we just come here and do an hour class. We've been doing an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hour classes, 3 hours a day. You know, in that circuit up there, we doing hitting the bag 2 minutes, squats, what's that ball throw shit, Russian thighs, and all this crazy. We're doing all this stuff up there, and it's just we're pushing ourselves to the limit. And it's hot in here. I don't think you realize we're in a warehouse, so you're in there sweating. You know, so we do a lot of stuff up there cardio wise, and we got good teammates here. A lot of good people here, you know what I'm saying, that push you in the sparring aspect and stuff like that.
Right.
And everybody's good. Like everybody's good at pretty much. I think everybody here is all around.
And the good thing about it too, man, because I was talking to Taco, man, and he was talking about having the fact that you have different people at different weight classes. You get to work on speed, you get to work on strength, or you get a lot of different aspects, man. So that helps.
Like with Taco and Rob.
Yeah, bro. Woo, big dudes, man.
It's crazy because I don't even try to use speed against them. I walk them down. So I try to walk them down. Of course, I'm get hit and shit. But you know what I'm saying? It gets me tough. You know, I got these big dudes that can bust me in my head, make me stronger, make me more. You know what I'm saying? Get used to taking the damage. Then I got these fast guys that I can move with. So now I'm trying to use my speed against them, working them. These motherfuckers fast. So you got some fast Louis and Cam and Hamzat. You know, you got Bianca fast too. And she's a female and she trains with nothing but dudes. Yeah. So I told Bianca, like, you gonna get in there,
when she gets somebody her own height, her own weight, man, it's gonna show.
Yeah, because she's used to fighting us and she's kicking us in the head and shit. So I know she's gonna kick one of them little girls in the head. So like all of us are working together, you know. And then we got Oscar. Oscar been doing this for a minute. Oscar's 3-0 right now. Yeah. He took a break. Oscar's in there and he's a southpaw as well. So
nice.
Me and him mix it up. It's always good to mix it up with a southpaw. So we got some good guys. Taco, I think I said Taco's name already.
Oh yeah. We'll throw it out there again, man.
Dorian, he's strong. He's new, like Mike Tyson. You got Tristan, he new too, but he's getting in. Christian, that motherfucker like 6'3", 6'4".
Damn.
So sparring with him too, I get to gauge range, and he's a good kicker. He knows a lot of kicks. So, I'm able to get through those kicks, and he gets to work with me, and he gets used to the pressure. Like Christian had a fight night against this little dude at Ohana.
Right.
Little dude came with heat, right? But he used to spar with us.
Yeah.
That the little dude couldn't even touch him. It was crazy. Like watching it, he was like, damn, bro, like you made him look like he wasn't good. So I don't know. All of us.
And that was one of the smokers, right? They have out there.
Yeah, so man. All of us learning from each other, mixing it up, doing this, doing that, and you can see it's cool when you see your teammates picking up something that you showed them, or something that you seen them learn from somebody else at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like we mix it up and we just added shit.
And I know the whole team went out there to College Station. You went out there also?
Yeah, I was out there.
Well, what did you think about the environment? That was a big freaking spot, dude.
It was crazy. Like, it was crazy. Like, the crowd was a little bigger, in the stadium. It was louder, and then going to enemy territory, too, was crazy.
Oh, yeah, bro. And that's always, one of those, like, you got to win. You got to finish that fight, man, because you never know.
He won. He knocked the boy out.
No,
Wow, slept that boy.
Yeah, he was talking about that, man, and I mean, he was ready. The guy wasn't serious. He didn't even come in on weight and made him pay. So
and it's crazy because we were scared for Rob. I was, because when we first heard about this dude, we were like, okay, this dude on the pictures and videos, he looks fucking huge, right?
Yeah.
And he put down that he was 6'3" at one point, right? So he was about to fight some big 6'3" dude. This dude's a coach, we're thinking he's 3-0 as well. And dude was like 1-0. So we're thinking all this stuff about him. We get there 1-0, out of shape. He came in like 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah, bro.
He's like 5'7". I'm like, damn.
Well, yeah, because when I saw that video, I was like, damn, because I had seen his stats, and I was like, dude, that guy wasn't that big, man.
Just fat, but
yeah,
he was 5'7". So I'm like, damn, like we think we about to go in there with a monster. And of course, I got confidence in Rob. I'm like, Rob, whatever happens, I'm here with you, dog. Let's go in and get this dub. And I think Fat Boy was southpaw too. So dude was southpaw. So me and Rob worked out a lot. Working on, getting him ready for the southpaw fighter. So it was crazy. But we got there and you're just like this little dude out of shape.
I got this.
Rob, take him out the game, baby. Take him out.
And I know he the same thing, man. He went in there and he said he went aggressive because he saw the kill, of course, obviously.
Yeah. He went off the game plan totally.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, man. And I guess it's your debut, so of course, you kind of, as you get more experience and more fights in, of course, you'll be able to like pace yourself and get a lot more technical, man. But you guys, all of y'all, man, I think y'all are 4-0 as a gym.
Shoot, yeah. So as members of HOJ, we have people that did their what is it? Their amateur debuts.
Right.
We have 4. All 4 of us won spectacular. Like we had Taco get the TKO on old boy.
Yeah, man.
Louis had a tough fight, but he got to do the armbar first round. Me, I had a 3-round fight. I won fight of the night, and then you have Rob with a knockout. So you have all 4 wins that you can possibly get in the UFC.
Yeah.
And all of them were great. So and then you have Oscar that joined us, but Oscar and Jacob go way back. Oscar is 3-0. And Jacob was there for him when he went 3-0.
Oh, okay.
And then we got a dude from Mexico that just came here. He 1-0.
Damn.
So we have a squad. You know what I'm saying? So as a team as a whole, we're all undefeated.
Right.
So, and I want to make sure. It's unrealistic thing we can all stay undefeated, but keep it as long as we can.
Man. Of course. So long as you guys keep training, man, and keep getting them fights. Of course. One of the things I had asked Taco, I believe it was him that I was asking him. If Jacob were to say, I don't want you to take this fight, and the fact that he responded like, he would, he would be cool with that, man. And I'm thinking, dude, you know what, you gotta listen to your coach.
Yeah.
So there's things that maybe you're hurt or you're injured, and he's like, hey, sit it out. It sucks, but. It even happens in the UFC, man. People get injured and they pull. It's just that bad of an injury. I think it was Masvidal pulled out from that Leon fight.
And I know somebody else just pulled out from a fight too. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, that Jake Paul fight. Now Willie stepping out last minute. That's bullshit.
Yeah, bro. I think that was a setup, man. Honestly, man. I think it was just like blown up to where people would get so hyped up and Because I was like, dude, I don't think he would have fought him, dude. I mean, he would have killed freaking Paul, dude. I don't know. It's just maybe it's just me, but that's my thinking. It's just like there's no way he would have taken it seriously and gone and murdered this kid because he would have. I mean, he would have killed that dude.
I think it's because Tommy's gonna fight him for that money. That money's good.
No, yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
Ask for a couple million. Shit.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah,
I'm going to
punch him in the face. Yeah, dude. Shit.
Jake Paul, if you're hearing this shit, let's fight.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Alamo Dome, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna pack the house. You know, why not, man? Fight a local.
I don't even need $5. Give me $500,000. I'm whooping on you. Give me something. I need money. Give me money.
There you go. Hey, man. I don't blame you, dude. I'd be in there too, man. I'll fight his brother.
Shit, I'll fight both of them same night.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you get 500 to 500, that'll be a cool million.
Go home. Yeah.
You see, and let me say this, because even like Alex Hernandez, I mean, of course, he got to fight here in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not that it's funny, but it just kind of like goes full circle because he's trying to make it big, and he finally does, and he gets to fight at home.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, I didn't talk to the guy beforehand, but I was kind of curious to see if that played anything with his mental game. I mean, it's a big fight, obviously. I mean, he won. But, I mean, fighting in front of your friends and family.
It was a close fight, too.
Yeah,
I was in the crowd. It was a close fight.
No, yeah. You see, and I was there at the weigh-ins, and I didn't make the fight itself, man. But it's just, you know, I always get nervous, man. I mean, I wouldn't have covered that fight. I don't even think I requested a media pass, but I would have gone just to go and see it, man. It's a good card. Yeah. But, I mean, just the fact that, you know, these guys are making it. I mean, hell, you might be fighting at the Alamo Dome next time, man. You never know.
Hopefully one day. That's my dream because, like I said, I live 2 blocks away from the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, like, imagine that. You can walk over there.
Yeah, like different heights. You know, I live in that neighborhood my whole life. My family's been there their whole life, pretty much. So that would be one of the best things, you know, like I can have my whole family out there, my friends, you know, the whole hood.
Yeah, sure,
right,
man. That would be nice.
That would be very dope.
And then let me ask you this, man. As far as like other platforms, I mean, of course, boxing. I mean, you said you were a real big, boxing fan growing up. I mean, would something like that be up your alley? Would you consider taking boxing?
We're talking about it already.
Oh, okay, sweet, man.
Talking about doing some Golden Gloves. And I know Rob told me that WFC is doing a boxing event in March. So maybe if I don't fight in February, which most likely I will, if I don't, shit. WFC, hey, I box.
Yeah, you seeing the paydays aren't that bad, bro. I mean, once you go pro, man. I mean, I've been seeing some fights out there with 5,000 and 5,000 or 6,000 and 6,000, and I was like, hell, why not, man? Yeah, dude. I mean, I it's a good payday, man. I mean, not to knock a lot of these MMA promotions, but a lot of them don't pay. You know, it's just, you know, ticket sales, of course, you know, business, but. I mean, for something like that, of course, you want to get paid too, man.
Yeah. And at first, Jacob wasn't with it too much. Jacob wasn't with it at first, and I respect. I'm like, okay, cool, we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to do like a one-off, like just one boxing match. You know, because I train at this gym, and they hit up one of my friends that I went with. They're like, hey, actually, I do this wants to fight for us. So I asked Jacob. He said no. I'm all right there. It's a no.
Yeah.
And then later on that week, he was like, you know what? If you're gonna box, you might as well just box with Golden Gloves. So just doing more fight, do Golden Gloves, get experience in it.
Yeah.
You win, right? So I'm like, let's do it. You know.
No,
so
yeah.
We're gonna see what's up with that. It will happen. Boxing will happen.
No, I mean I hope so, man. Because even Triad Combats, I mean, happened in Arlington, and that was a mix. You know, 7-ounce gloves. I think they went like 5 rounds, and then one was 7 rounds. Yeah. But I mean, something like that would be cool. I mean, with that something you want to do, man. I know they're supposed to be coming back. I don't think to Arlington, but they're gonna have a second promotion, man, under the same banner. But I mean, I like it as a media guy. I like it because you guys, you know, have different platforms, man. There's a lot more opportunities. I mean, Game Bread, you know, fighting championship, of course, bare knuckle MMA. You've got bare knuckle boxing. And I mean, there's a lot of platforms, man. But I mean, being local, of course. I mean, here there's a lot of fight. I think Golden Boy Promotions is happening in Alamo Dome this month.
Yeah, that's how I met old boy Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, man. You see, and it should maybe you'll see him again. He'll be like,
because of you, baby. That's crazy. Like because of him and Alex Hernandez. Not saying that I looked up to him. I just watched all their fights. You know what I'm saying? But like. Bernard Hopkins, seen the story, boom, down. 21 years old, I can do this. And then Alex training here, oh shit, I can do this. Let me down. And bow. That's how that happened.
No, hey man, I mean, and this speaks volumes because of course, I mean, the fact that they didn't know you and they're like, hey, you know what, man, like come back and, you know, get some rounds in, man. Yeah. So obviously you showed something. And let me say this, man. I mean, of course, it was your first fight, mixed martial arts. Coming back, like you said, you might fight again, February, of course, with Fury FC, if not boxing. But grappling tournaments, I mean, of course, you were talking about, would something like that be gi or no gi?
I would do both.
Oh, okay.
I'm signing up. If I'm gonna pay $100, $150, I'm gonna do both shit.
No, yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like back when we used to compete, we did everything. Gi, no gi, absolute. I was just like, dude, sign me for everything, bro. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, because if you're gonna pay, hell, dude, you might as well freaking. You gotta win something.
Everybody,
yeah,
everybody get it.
And it was it happened like actually like twice, bro. When I'm grappling and I'm doing a gi match and they're calling my name on the other mat and I'm like, dude, I'm like, hey, I'm not even done yet, man. So it's like, as soon as I'm done, it's like, boom, I'm running across the mats, taking off my gi and going no gi, and it was just, it's crazy. But I mean, it's like, why not, man? It's experience, man. I mean, and that's another thing too with this gym, bro. I mean, of course, Jacob has open mat on Sundays. Yeah. So I mean, you guys get to mix it up with other teams also.
Yeah. So I've rolled with a few other dudes from different gyms, and you know what I'm saying. They're good and stuff like that, but it's like when you're learning from a good coach like Jacob and Coach David and stuff like that, like you have good coaches, Ty and Jonathan and stuff like that, you learn some different things. And then at Ohana, I think Ohana has a good coach too, jiu-jitsu. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Well, I mean, it's good experience. I mean, because of course, I mean, they get to roll with people they probably would never roll with. Yeah. But I mean, with something like that, I mean, later on, like say future, year later, man, or if you go pro, I mean, with cross training, like going somewhere to another gym, be something you'd want to do also, like outside the state, like say,
as long as I can get Jacob and David involved, I'm with it.
No, for sure. I mean, of course, getting their
loyalty key.
Yeah,
man.
No, definitely, man. And not to say you leave, but just to be able to cross train and And one of the cool things I think somebody had brought it up the other day was taking your coach with you. Mm-hmm. That way they can actually see and be like, oh man, you know what? Like, I mean, because they're gonna see stuff that you can't, obviously, but be able to have them in there and come back and work on stuff, man. I mean, that'd be
we got to stuff like that where we have a mutual gym. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can cross train together. Right. And, Jacob can bring them over here and we can go over there and learn and get some stuff going on. That'd be dope. Yeah. Like, that'd be chill. Like, I would definitely do that,
No, you see, and hopefully, like, New Year, man. I mean, I'm looking to actually start bringing some people in here. And a lot of them are going to be 170 pounders, man, 155ers. But, I mean, that'll be pretty cool, man, because you guys will be able to get good experience and get to see what it is that it takes, because I mean you might just be there, man. You never know. You might see it and be like, damn, you know what? Like, I mean, going pro might be right next door, man. You never know.
Especially fighting that dude. Like, it opened my eyes. I'm like, okay, if this was a video game, you know what I'm saying? You get those XP points, the experience points, right? It's like you go in there and you fight this man, right? And everything you thought about yourself is either false or it's true. Right. So it's either you are what you think you are or you're not what you think you are. Okay. But you're still going to learn. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I won and I learned still. People say you learn from losses. You learn from wins too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I learned that I can do this and that I put my mind to it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like fighting that dude and realizing that, okay, I can do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am stronger than this guy. I am a strong dude, I am kind of fast, I can stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not getting tired, like, because all those those cross your mind, and when you go to sleep, that fight week, that's all you think about is like, damn, am I as tough as I think I am? You know what I'm saying? Have I been training hard enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to get tired, Yeah. They got my stupid persona for this fucking 170-pound fight, knowing that I'm kind of smaller than them. Then, to get in there though, the truth will be revealed, and I think I'm solid. I'm solid, but there's still a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
I still have
man.
A lot to do, a lot to learn, a lot to go through. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because I was really I was okay with the fact of losing. Like, I told myself, if I lose, it is what it is. It's a learning experience. And I'm an amateur. So, amateur fighting, not saying that you want to ever lose, but if there's ever a time to lose, it will be now.
No, yeah, so, definitely, man. It's kind of like the same thing with grappling, man. I always tell everybody, bro. I say, if you're gonna try something, try it at the gym, because you don't want to try it when you're in competition. Because if it doesn't work, then you get caught. But at the gym, that's a good time to put yourself in bad situations and see if you can get out of them, man. Because like you said, I guess I never really thought about it that way. But I mean, yeah, it's like people walk around and they're like, oh man, I know how to fight, or I know how to, and go out there and get your ass kicked, man. You're like, damn. You're like, okay, maybe I don't know how to fight, But yeah, man. I mean, it definitely takes some mental toughness because, I mean, physically, I mean, of course, you guys have it here. The guys put you through the ringer. I mean, mentally, you had a kid on the way, so I mean, that was on your mind, going into fight week. Throughout the whole time.
Born the next week.
Yeah, man. And congratulations on that, man.
Thank you.
And I'm the first child, right?
Yeah,
that's
first
your
kid.
Yeah, man. And now let me ask you this, man. I mean, of course, being an adult, I mean, you got to do the adult thing and be the dad, be dad. But one of the things that, I mean, I have two kids, man, and one of the things that's for me, it's personally, is that I got to grow up all over again. You take them to the park, it's like I would take them to stuff that I never went to because I was always too shy or too, and I was just like, hey, let's go here and let's go, and I enjoyed it, man. I mean, definitely get to be a kid again, man. So good times coming, man.
Yeah, it's cool looking at that boy.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, heck, dude, and that's another thing. I mean, like you said right now. I mean, of course, you're working at as a bouncer.
Yes.
And who was it that you said works with you?
Taco,
right?
Yeah, me and Taco.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I talked to him that day too, man. And I mean, I was asking him. I mean, the fact that you guys have each other's back. I mean, it definitely helps.
Yeah, no, I already told him like we can't physically hit those people in there, but if something were to happen and they got really aggressive, of course. I'm breaking the rules for my boy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so
man.
You got somebody that will go the extra mile for you. Right?
Yeah. No, yeah. You see, and I mean, walkie-talkies, of course, he was saying you guys, as far as communication, you guys have it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what, man? I know you have to head home because you're actually coming back to train. We're going to cut this short, but I'm going to bring you back, of course, closer to fight week.
Yeah, I'm with.
Or even before that, man. But I mean, I do appreciate you, bro, as always,
Yes, sir.
I'm here in the studio, man. Next time you want to come in, just let me know. We'll jump in here, man. But is there anything you want to say, man? I mean, of course, the gym is new as far as 3 months, but people out there, man, what do you want to say?
Man, if anybody listening that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Hit up HOJ 823 South Laredo. We got great coaches. My boy Jacob, my boy Coach David. We got a good young team. Everybody here to work. So you're not gonna be in the slacking. Everybody's here to work. Everybody's trying to win. Everybody young and hungry. So pull up, learn something. Thank you for getting me on here. This is a cool experience.
Definitely, bro.
Just shit. Hit up HOJ, man. We got a team. We got a squad here.
No, definitely, man. I mean, it's a great bunch of guys, man. I mean, I appreciate Jacob as always, letting me be in here. But thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man, and we'll definitely bring you back again. Everybody out there, man. This is TheFightCardPodcast. As always, sPidA. Till next time, follow up.
Yes, sir.